What's going on, guys and girls? Dirty here, coming at you with a channel update. We have hit 100 subscribers. As of right now, we're sitting at 122. Squirrel is super happy. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for supporting me in this journey that we're taking together. And I hope you'll continue to watch the videos and, go along with me as I go on my yard sale runs. So I just got through shipping some stuff on eBay. And I noticed my feedback score has fluctuated pretty hard this month. I've gotten 3 negative feedbacks this month, and I completely think they're unwarranted and unjustified. My main issue is, as a seller on eBay, I have no recourse for negative feedback. So say a buyer comes on and leaves me negative feedback. My only options as a seller, as far as a form of recourse, is to leave him positive feedback or no feedback at all. I cannot leave him negative feedback anymore. And, eBay did away with that years ago. But it's not fair. There should be buyer feedback and seller feedback. And this really impacts your seller score, So, like I said, I've had 3 negative feedbacks this month. And the first one was from a guy. I was selling a little Hunger Games pouch, and it was about 5x6. And in the description, it's clear that the thing is a pouch. I mean, I sold 13 of these things, and nobody else had an issue. And most other people actually contacted me before just to confirm, the size of it. But this guy gets it, and he's like, he doesn't contact me. He just goes straight to my feedback, and he's like, not a full-size backpack. It's a small pouch. When, the title clearly says Hunger Games small pouch. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. The second negative feedback was on a Disney Pixar's car lot, like a bunch of the little Cars figures. I took very good pictures of the lot, described it the best I could, and he contacts me and he's like, all these cars weren't die-cast. I thought all the cars were die-cast. And so I'm like, well, what can we do to fix this issue, basically? And he goes straight to my feedback and leaves me negative feedback, saying that I didn't describe it correctly. I mean, how are you not going to work with somebody that's willing to work with you? I just don't understand. I mean, I paid $10 for the lot, and the guy paid me $92 for the lot. So I've got a little bit of wiggle room there to work with him. You know what I'm saying? But my main thing is when they leave me negative feedback without talking to me about it, or without giving me some way to make it right for them, it makes me look like a dishonest person. And I was not dishonest. I did not misrepresent the product at all. Yet he comes on there and just shoots his mouth off on my feedback profile, making me look like a bad seller. So the third guy, now this one I just saw this one when I was shipping my item today. This one really pisses me off. Pardon my Spanish. He comes on there about a week ago, let's say, and he's like, hey, the bobblehead that you sold me was not new in the box. It had scratches and scuffs, and the batteries were dead. Now, I bought the bobblehead from a thrift store, and it was in the box, okay? Now, the box had some damage on it, but all of that is clearly depicted in the pictures on my listing, right? So he comes on there, and he's just the first thing out of his mouth, I'm leaving negative feedback. The item was not brand new in the box. It had scratches, scuffs, yada, 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 yada. So I shot back at him, and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry that this happened to you. In my opinion, I thought it was new in the box because it looked new in the box to me. But look, I'll give you a full refund if you don't leave me negative feedback. He didn't say anything back to that. And so I'm like, well, the offer's kind of hanging out there, so I'm going to, it's the onus is on him to come back to me and say, yes, a full refund will, make me happy. Because, I mean, how are you not going to work with somebody that's willing to work with you? You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I get on there tonight to ship my items, and I notice he's left me negative feedback. And I was so like, frustrated by it that I got on there and I went to the feedback forum and I replied to his comment, and I said something to the effect of, buyer is a moron, offered full refund, didn't want to work with me, people these days, ... Something to that effect. It's really frustrating me how eBay has taken away the seller's power. I mean, the sellers are at a disadvantage, because if a buyer claims that the item was not as described, the seller is SOL. They'll get their money back. Now, they may have to ship the item back to you, but it's just, the cards are already stacked against sellers. And then to take away their only recourse for negative feedback, especially when it's unwarranted, is just, it's pathetic, and it's a bad business practice, really. I don't know if you guys know of any alternatives to eBay. I guess there's Let Go and OfferUp and the local avenues, but we really, really need I would almost say a decentralized eBay. Something kind of like Open Bazaar. I don't know if you guys have heard of that, but it's basically a decentralized eBay. The only issue is eBay gets so much traffic and so much exposure, it's going to be really hard for a competitor to come in and break into that market. But yeah, man, it's just really hard on sellers on eBay. And I think it's probably on purpose. I think eBay wants to do away with the little small mom and pop sellers and just only cater to like the bigger name sellers, which, it's the small sellers that built eBay into what it is today. So I don't understand why they're neglecting their main, I don't know, their main builders, I guess you could say. But anyway, I didn't mean to go on a big rant about this, but it is frustrating. I'm still going to sell on eBay. I'm still going to, do what I do because I'm passionate about it and I love it. I just hope that these negative feedbacks don't affect me, a lot. Anyway, thank you guys so much for the support. We did it. We're at 122 subscribers, and we have you to thank for it. So stay tuned. Let's go on more adventures. Dirty out.